Da-da-da-da. What is up, everybody? Hope we're all doing well this evening. Oh, wow. Let's see. Say hi to everybody. Jason Alexander, what is up? What's up, Love Daddy? Oh, Nathan, you did? Well, good. Have you played it yet? Pretzel, nice. All right. Well, thank you for doing that. Right now. Hello, Nyan. It's good to see you. Arg. Pretzel, thank you for getting that and wearing it. Appreciate that. Let's see. Nyan, Dreamy McStreamy. What is up? Bama Guy. Pretzel. Love Daddy. Shackman. Predator. Shingeki, hello. Nathan, TJ with the periods. Lan, Zelkron, Natalia, John O'Haver. Even Box Bruh. Oh, thank you, man. Pretzel, it may not be much, but it's just fun to have it, you know. I don't think I'm big enough to where that does much, but you never know. Did Metal Gear Solid 3 tonight? Hey, Pretzel, I think it's just fun. It's just fun to have. It's a way to support me and wear stuff if you like it, that kind of stuff. It's more for that anyway. Is the new Zelda game supposed to be $70? It didn't say how much, did it? It just said it was coming out in May. Right? Hey, Laura, what is up? Great to see you. What you been up to, Laura? It is going to be $70? Like, across the board? Is that like a special edition or something? Doing good. Oh, Love Daddy, that's great. I'm glad that worked well for something. Well, Shaq, man, I appreciate it. Okay. I appreciate it, Prez. I appreciate the love. Alright, let's get this game going, shall we? Good first take, dinner. Okay, Pretzel, cool. Alright, here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Again, you're voting via donations or getting memberships or whatever to vote for the End's Fate BT Dub. Like we do every time we play this game, for to fight him regular, take him out early, or old age. Nah, dude, I remember. Oh! Thank you, Jimmy. Goodness gracious, Jimmy coming on strong. Dang! And then Laura with the €3. And we're going to listen to that in a second when we beat the first part. Jimmy, long time he managed to bring to full-time remote digital marketing jobs and being.
What are you
Thank you
buying?
so much. Give it up. Thank you to Laura and to Jimmy. Appreciate that so much. So Jimmy and Laura, what do y'all want that to go towards? The end to fight him regular, end him early, or have him die of old age? Thank you, Predator. I appreciate that. You're gonna get this open. Laura says, "Give me the fight." Appreciate that, Laura. So Laura and anyone, okay. So we'll talk about it. So Metroid Prime Remastered, that's pretty sweet. You've got the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games that you can do on Nintendo Switch Online. That's pretty cool. Which it looks like it's going to have some of the games that I've put on my Blind Retro playthrough listings. So that'll be kind of cool that we could have access to that for once we start doing that again. And of course, the Zelda game. So I'm excited about that. Tears of the Kingdom. Do I play any fan games? Yeah, I've played a lot of fan games. Why? Jimmy, you said fight. So that's $20 for fight. And then Lars said fight. Yeah. See, I never played Wario Land 3. I played AM2R. No, what is AM2R? Oh, really, 9? Nice. What was the one that you played as Wario where you're trying to... What are some of the... What's the one that I played not long ago? I played it on stream not too long ago. Which one was that? Oh. Cannot remember. Let me play some music. And then I gotta figure out what euros to dollars. 322 right now. So it's 23.22 already for fight. Thank y'all. Oh. Oh, having to tell you, yeah, okay. Oh, Pretzel, I've heard of that. I've heard it's even better than Metroid 2, than the Game Boy version. Would you agree with that? I hear great things about that. Metroid 2 remake or something. Anyway. Oh yeah, we always do European Extreme with this, for sure. Oh yeah. Alright, here we go. Alright, y'all. Thanks again for the support. Love you guys.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
Altitude 30,000 feet.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. You ready to go?
Drop zone still showing a high pressure mass. Cav okay.
Good. We've got high visibility.
Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask. Does this panty waste know what he's doing?
Approaching release point.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf?
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
Sunrise.
External temperature minus 46 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
Activate bailout model.
This is one for the history books. The world's first halo jump.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by. Status okay. All green.
Prepare for drop-off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings.
And fly. God be with you.
Jack, I've got some important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the Virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the Virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB-754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov? Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin into orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story, so why do you want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the West. We used a mole to get the family out first, and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba. The President demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba, and so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in
Turkey,
were
how does it
obsolete,
taste?
and we were going
Tasty.
to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted
What are
us
you
to return
buying?
Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
Love Daddy, I
What the
guess.
hell was he working
What's up?
on?
At the time, we had no
What's
idea.
up, Gunslinger?
We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov.
Oh, yeah,
or
Natalia, I wasn't even
risk
thinking about
nuclear war.
that.
In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day,
Thanks,
I
Love
got
Daddy.
Sokolov out of the hospital.
Too much
Handed
Gunslinger.
him
What do you want that
over
to go
agents on
towards?
the eastern side. Sokolov
I'd earlier
kept on
old
screaming,
age.
Save me until he disappeared from my sight.
Thank you, sir.
Then a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About
Hey, Eddie.
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
Yeah,
So,
Gunslinger,
what
we just
weapon is
started.
it? Something to do with space rockets?
No, missiles.
Same technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Oh, Lan,
Something
awesome.
to
What'd you
do with
think?
it, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
Eddie, I did you?
No, according to our intelligence, he's in Selino-Yarsk, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
Apparently,
Right, Natalia,
they're conducting
choose.
a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us. Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino-Yarsk in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the west. If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking. Once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat-proven.
Oh, wow, gunslinger. Whew.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat talent?
She's equipped with two 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as two 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong, you'll be eating dinner, breakfast, and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
Eddie, I have not. Well, Douglas, it doesn't bother me too bad, but to each their own, dude.
Dilly.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and
Got
somebody
it.
might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using
Jason,
code
nothing
names
new
to
yet,
refer to
no.
each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked
But-
Snake. I'll be referring to you as
Jason,
Snake
so
from
the
now
people,
Not to
JKB Games,
mention
who's
your real
making
name.
that game,
Snake?
actually commented on
Don't
my
like
video,
snakes?
which is pretty
What do you
sweet.
mean?
You've
They
eaten
said they
one
really
before,
liked
haven't
my
In survival training.
they said they really liked my
Glad to hear that.
my
I
recap
don't know if I'd ever order one at a
of their
restaurant,
latest
but
video of
Be
their latest
careful,
like
you might not
1
have a
hour
choice.
gameplay.
What about
That
you,
was really
Major?
cool.
What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom. This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Meow.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No, there's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
I'm a fanatic.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
To climb a tree, stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy and press the action button.
Action button.
I'll be monitoring your progress over the radio. We can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship. My frequency is 140.85.
Well, so this is the
I'll
most.
give you a
This is
call
the
if I need to
prequel
talk.
to all of it.
If you need to talk to me, use the send function. Okay, Snake, go get your backpack.
Go get your back. Get your backpack. What's up, Momo? What you know, Momo? It won't let me go. Watch. What? What do you want? I'm trying to go.
Snake, where do you think you're going? You can't expect to proceed with the mission without any weapons or equipment. First, you'll need to recover your backpack. It's caught on a tree to the south. Press the action button to climb the tree and retrieve your backpack. Is that clear?
I'm too cool for school. I know, Love Daddy. Oh no, so pushy. Jeez, come on. Gotta find a box first.
I see you've retrieved your backpack.
Yeah, you forced me.
To equip a weapon, it's necessary to
Well,
take
Supreme,
it out of
I
your
ain't
backpack.
doing that.
In the survival viewer,
What's up,
choose
Supreme?
weapon from the backpack. Your available weapons will be displayed in a window in the upper left. From that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and press the enter button. For other equipped items, just do the same thing from item.
Got it. Use the survival viewer backpack.
Yep, that's right. Survival is fundamental to this mission. After you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will start to drop. If your stamina gets too low, it'll affect your performance. You won't be able to shoot accurately, for example, and your wounds won't heal as smoothly. Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't run out. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna. You can use either your tranquilizer gun or your knife to hunt.
My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun.
That's right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor. However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire. Once its durability reaches 0, the noise suppression effect will be gone. So don't get too trigger happy with it. The suppressor's durability is shown in the icon. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now, you'll have to find as you go.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
Solo covert actions are standard Fox operating procedure. You can't leave any traces of your presence. No weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily waste. The same goes for
Well,
bullets.
good,
and
Momo. At least you got some time off.
Your presence in enemy territory is already a violation of international conventions of warfare. There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could spark an international incident. You can't let anyone see you. You can't let the enemy know you're there. This is a stealth mission. You're a ghost, Snake, in every sense of the word. And there'll be no rescue if you're captured. The military and US government will deny any involvement in the affair.
Then I'll just have to take care of myself, huh?
I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake death pill for that purpose. SIS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule. Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
How generous of you.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy. It'll send you into a state of false death for a short time.
Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead. So, how do I come back to life?
Just take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back. Remember that.
I'll keep it in mind. You said this was a solo mission, right?
Right.
I guess that means I can't count on any reinforcements.
Correct. The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army.
Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over the radio.
Who?
I'll introduce them to you. This time, survival is of utmost importance. The first member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring your physical condition, acting as a medic, so to speak, as well as recording your mission data. She's a member of Fox as well, and she's here on the gunship with me.
She?
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Paramedic.
As in a medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name, huh? It's John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield. After a week, no one has a name. What's your name?
Jane Doe.
Very funny.
I wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive. My frequency is 145.73.
Dr. Clock.
She's also in charge of recording your mission data. Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserved save frequency.
I guess he has enough to where he can bite into his tooth.
So saving lets me record my mission data.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Huh?
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you? A legendary soldier and your mentor. Actually, it was the boss that got the DCI's authorization
False
in the
sense
first
of
place.
death, gunslinger. You're thinking
He's
too
gonna be
hard.
serving as
This is a
Fox's
video
mission
game.
advisor.
Stop thinking so hard.
Boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you? How many years has it been?
Boss?
I'm saying,
That's right.
it's just a game.
It's me.
Oh.
Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
You've lost weight.
You can tell just by the sound of my voice.
Love Daddy,
Of
that's
course I
fate.
can. I know all about you.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
Hey, Jags, what's up,
What's
dude?
that supposed
Good to
to
see you,
mean?
man.
Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on a top secret mission.
Hmm.
You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No, I taught you everything you needed to know about fighting techniques. I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself. Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield. And politics are a living thing. They change along with the times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
Is that why you abandoned me?
No, it had nothing to do with you. I already told you, Jack. I was on a top secret mission. A soldier has to follow whatever orders he's given. It's not his place to question why. But you're looking for a reason to fight. You're a natural-born fighter, but you're not quite a soldier. A soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a career soldier. Right and wrong have no place in his mission. He has no enemies and no friends. Only the mission. You follow the orders.
Jags, how you feeling, man?
That's what being a soldier
What you been up
is.
to, dude?
I do whatever I have to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your country.
I follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms are up, others will take their place.
I follow the will of the leader, no matter who's in charge.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times. People's values change over time, and so do the leaders of a country. So there's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms. The enemies we fight are only
I
enemies.
gotcha. How you liking the Dead Space remake,
constantly
Jags?
changing
I
with
haven't
the times.
played it yet.
As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think?
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
All right, but do me a favor.
What is it?
Call me Snake.
Snake. Oh, right. Your code name is Snake. It suits you well.
That's right. The legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake. The Cobra unit, a group of heroes that brought the war to an end and saved the world. As long as you've got a legendary hero backing you up, you'll be fine. Isn't that right, Snake?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
Yes?
It's good to hear your voice again.
Same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive? Snake, you are always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings.
Oh, yeah.
But this is the
lighting got to you.
Survival is going to be key. Those CQC techniques I taught you are sure to come in handy.
CQC? Close quarters combat, huh? I've been in the Green Berets for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty.
Not to worry. I'll be here to help you remember. After all, this is your first actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
Where are you, boss? Next to the Major?
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a Permit-class submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My frequency is 141.80. Call me if you need my advice on battle techniques.
Gotcha.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov. Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned factory located to the north of your current position. Avoid heavy combat and don't let anyone see you. Don't forget that this is a stealth mission.
Snake, try to remember.
Douglas, you're not...
Of CQC.
If you played Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, then there was no talking.
Commencing Virtuous mission now.
Douglas, it's no. By the time... What Solid Snake is... what Naked Snake is talking... How he's talking now versus when he's Big Boss later. He's gone way off the rails by then. Monique, they are great.
Sokolov should be at the abandoned factory to the north, so head in that direction.
Camouflage is an indispensable tool when you're sneaking through the jungle.
Some funny codex here.
Use camouflage.
I see you've captured a giant anaconda.
Oh, yeah.
The giant anaconda is believed to be the largest snake in the world in terms of weight and diameter.
Oh, baby.
It's not poisonous, but its large size makes it
It's
extremely
141.80
powerful.
Gunslinger,
They
I
say it
think.
even crocodiles. Its only natural predator is man.
And Snake.
And snake.
Got it. So how does
That's a
it taste?
taste.
I knew you were going to ask me that.
Glad I didn't disappoint you.
So?
Well, the guide says it tastes all right.
Good. I'll have to try some.
Ugh. I see you caught yourself a reticulated python.
I sure did.
The reticulated python is said to be the longest snake in the world. The biggest ones can grow up to 10 meters in length. Although they're not poisonous, they're still very dangerous, so be careful around them. They have a highly ferocious temperament, and they can swallow whole, even large animals like deer and pigs. Their most distinguishing feature is the mesh pattern of their scales. This pattern acts as a highly effective natural camouflage. If you think there might be a reticulated python about, pay close attention to your surroundings. Otherwise, you could get bitten before you even know it's there. It's a huge snake, but you should be able to capture it alive by using the tranquilizer gun.
Oh
I
yeah,
bet
by
if
the
you capture
Zanzibar
one and
Douglas,
throw
he
it
had
at an
freaking
enemy,
child
it'll give
soldiers.
them a good scare.
Talking about fan the flames,
Right.
making more child
But how do they
soldiers.
taste?
Huh?
Do they taste good?
You're actually going to eat one.
Why else would I be asking?
Cannibal.
What was that?
Nothing. Let's see what the guide says.
Damn it, guy, mine's always in the gutter.
It says they taste pretty good.
Good. I can
Can hardly wait.
Snake, that area is inhabited by
Do one more of
magpies.
these.
Magpies are members of the crow family. They're distinguishable by their beautiful dark blue and white bodies and their long tails. Their favorite food is insects, but they'll also eat small fish, acorns, and fruit. They're omnivores, which means...
They'll eat anything.
Right, just like you, huh? If you use the tranquilizer gun, you should be able to capture magpies
Hello, Ice.
alive.
What's up?
Okay. So how do they taste?
You always ask me that.
Naturally.
So?
I've never heard of anybody actually eating a magpie, but I suppose there's no reason you couldn't.
You don't say.
Oh,
You don't say. Alright, let's... Oh, yeah.
Visibility is poor.
Oh,
in the
come
jungle,
on.
So you'll be finding yourself in a lot of unexpected encounters. Naturally, you can only use CQC to grab enemies when your right hand is free to grab. Snake, did you take off your uniform?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the matter?
Just needed to loosen up.
I know there's a naked option under uniform in the camouflage window that lets you take off your uniform. But without a uniform on, your camo index will remain low, and you'll burn through your stamina more quickly.
Yeah.
So stop acting like a fool and put some camouflage on now. Did you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love this. Yeah. Alright, watch. You like if you watch this. Watch this one, Gunslinger.
Snake,
What's up, boss?
don't you what's-up me. Just what do you think you're doing?
What do you mean?
What do I mean? What is that camouflage you're wearing?
Oh, this. What do you think?
Of all the...
Looks pretty good on me, doesn't it?
Are you out of your mind? You can't wear that in battle. It's like saying to the enemy, hey, here I am, shoot me.
Well, I'll admit it is a little on the flashy side.
Then why don't you...
But it does look good on me, doesn't it? You don't think so?
Listen, wise ass, camouflage isn't gonna do jack if it doesn't help you blend in with your surroundings.
Well, I think it looks good on me.
Fine, wear whatever you want.
Thought you'd like it.
I thought you'd like it. You'd like it. I love it.
Stars.
Jags, welcome back to the secret agency, my dude. Welcome back in, my dude. Thank you so much, Jags, for coming back in and being a part of this agency, my dude. Because of your willingness to serve, we can make this world a lot more fun place to live one game at a time. Everybody give it up to Jags. Thank you so much, Jags. It's okay, Jags. Don't worry about it, dude. Appreciate the love, my dude. Listen, wise ass. Not you, Jags. Sorry. I was just quoting the boss. Da-da-da-da. 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 No, she was not amused. I'm saying her she didn't well. Oh dang. Well, I don't have Sigint yet. That's the next mission. I can't talk to Sigint yet. Sigint. DARPA chief later on.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s.
And grenades.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of international law. We can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the
Gunslinger,
jungle
but yeah,
without
this
being
game
seen.
takes place before
The
that.
success of the mission depends on how well you use
Sigint
your
actually
camouflage.
is the DARPA chief.
Change your camouflage by
The
selecting
DARPA chief, the
camouflage
real DARPA chief,
in
didn't die of a heart
Survival
attack.
Viewer.
He died from
The
being
uniform
tortured by
option lets
Ocelot.
you pick your uniform, while the face option lets you change your face paint. Choosing camouflage that blends in with your surroundings will help you conceal yourself more effectively.
Well, Gunslinger, you act like you didn't know, so
Don't
I was
forget that
explaining it.
anything
Sorry.
that moves will stand
You
out in the
asked.
jungle. If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted. But if you crawl instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed. You can see how effective your camouflage is by looking at the camo index. The camo index shows how well your current camouflage blends in with the surrounding area. The higher the value, the harder you are to spot, and vice versa.
Okay, Gunslinger, you're
The
good.
key is to
Hey,
make
Jags,
yourself
do you
one with
want,
nature.
with your
Keep that in
membership,
mind
do
as
you
you go
want the
along,
ends fate
okay?
for him to fight him regular? End him early, or have him die of old age, Jags? What'll it be, sir?
Who's that?
Sleep it time, yes. Sleep it time. Oh, hey, Tara, what's up? Well, the biggest retcon was Dr. Clark being a woman, because they say man in MGS1. The paramedic, you know, is Dr. Clark.
Sokolov.
I see you've got yourself a Baltic hornet's nest.
Oh, yeah.
Baltic hornets are a variety of hornets that inhabit that area. The difference between them and other hornets is that they produce honey in their nests. Inside the nest are larvae, pupa, and adults. You can eat them all. In particular, the honey you find inside the nest is delicious and full of nutrients. It's easy to digest and helps pep you up when you're feeling tired. In short, it's the perfect survival food. Honey can also be used as a burn ointment. When honey is applied to a burn, it creates a protective coating over the skin. When you knock down a hornet's nest, a burn ointment will appear along with it, so don't forget to pick it up. Of course, the hornets aren't going to give up their nest without a fight. If you knock a nest down, a large swarm of hornets will come flying out, so be careful. Snake, that area should be inhabited by tree frogs. The tree frog is a green frog that's found throughout Asia. It's arboreal, spending most of its time in shrubs and bushes.
Nightmare, pretty much.
Use the tranquilizer gun to catch one alive.
I can tell you, that's pretty
I bet
cool.
You could scare an enemy good if you toss one at him. But the tree frogs that live in that jungle are a lot bigger than ordinary tree frogs.
They've got an appetite, huh?
You've got a one-track mind, don't you? But seriously, that is one theory. However, there are people who think it's a mutation caused by nuclear testing and waste from the research facility.
Do you think they're safe to eat?
Is that all you ever think about?
What else is there?
Lots.
Like what?
Like why a frog would get so big in the first place. Whether it's a temporary phenomenon created by a unique environment, or a permanent mark of evolution, or a product of the toxic waste coming out of the research facility. If it is the waste that's causing it, then it means humans are interfering with the ecosystem. It really makes you think about the changing relationship between...
This isn't interesting.
Oh, fine. Be that way.
So, how about...
Nightmare's exactly what he
You
said.
mean
This
it's
isn't
edible?
interesting.
Yeah,
Well, I guess it's probably okay.
probably.
I don't know. The guide doesn't say anything.
Pretty useless guide, if you ask me.
Well, try one for dinner and you can help improve it.
Pretty useless gut if you... Hey, what's up, Nick? Good to see you, dude.
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump. I can't see Sokolov from here. The security is pretty tight. There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section. Got it.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. Do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry for being so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
Oh, you did, Nick. Woo. That was close. Bam. Here's anything else I can do. Ah, she won't answer now.
Snake, do you see the door there?
Yeah, it's a swinging door.
Opening a swinging door is a bit different from opening the doors that you got used to during training.
Swinging door.
To open doors, generally you can just use the left stick to move towards the door. This way you use your body to push the door open. To open a door without creating any noise, move the left stick slightly. So, when you're concerned about alerting enemies on the inside of a room of your presence, open the door slowly and slip right in. If you use large motions of the left stick and run towards a door, you'll burst through it.
Burst through that door.
The sound of the door opening will surely be heard by your enemies, but it allows for a fast entrance. When you want to jump right in and take care of business, running is the way to do it. Stand in front of a door in first-person view and use the left and right step buttons against the door. This will gradually open the door and allow you to glimpse inside. Use this technique when you want to check what's happening on the other side. Snake, Sokolov is imprisoned in the northeast area of the factory.
Got it. To the northeast.
Yes, and don't engage the enemy. The object of this mission is to bring Sokolov back safely and nothing more. Contact Sokolov without being spotted by the enemy and bring him out discreetly. If you must dispose of an enemy, do it with the tranquilizer gun.
Ta-da!
You must be Sokolov.
Are you one of Vulcan's men? You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
I have a message from him.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
It means He's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of Gru. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? Never heard of him.
He's a member of the Army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely. In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the GRU. He has control over another secret weapons research facility much like this one, OKB-812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power. The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then, the soldiers outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem. Volgin will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
By the way, your Russian is superb. Where did you learn to speak it?
From my mentor.
Is that so? America is truly a frightening country.
Having second thoughts?
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
No one spotted me.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss some time ago.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
Sorry about that, Momo.
Freeze!
So this is the legendary boss.
Huh?
Huh? We meet at last.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz. Huh. What's a GRU soldier doing here?
Soldier?
He's the Ocelot commander.
Ha! That's Major Ocelot to you. And don't you forget it.
Sokolov is ours. Now get out of here.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
What?
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the GRU.
Sokolov, take cover.
Huh. You're not the boss, are you?
GRU operatives!
What is that stance? Huh. That gun. If you're not the boss, then die. A dud!
Major! Leave it! Shoot the other one! Whoa!
You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do. But testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
You filthy American dog!
What's up, Hot Pocket?
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
Douglas, apparently she's a lot more useful in the new one. We'll see.
Major, do you read me?
I read you. Snake, you all right?
I've run into a few snags. These guys were after Sokolov too. Apparently they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgin.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov. Something between the KGB and GRU. Between Khrushchev's supporters and Volgin's.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I don't like it. Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Sokolov ran off by himself, but I'll catch up to him.
We're counting on you.
Oh boy. How we doing, everybody?
Snake, stay alert. The KGB and GRU both have their sights set on Sokolov. GRU is a military espionage outfit, the intelligence wing of the Soviet Defense Ministry's General Staff.
How you doing, Hot Pocket?
It competes with the KGB, which is under the Ministry of Internal Affairs, and the two are always watching each other.
Never let the left hand know what the right hand is doing.
Exactly.
Hey, Brent.
Now, added to that rivalry, there's a vicious power struggle going on between the Khrushchev faction and the anti-Khrushchev faction.
So Khrushchev is using the KGB, and Volgin and the anti-Khrushchev forces are using the GRU?
That's the idea. The two factions are fighting over Sokolov. We're in an extremely dangerous situation here.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Get Sokolov out of there safely. He must not be turned over to the KGB or to the GRU. Sokolov took off in the direction of the rope bridge. Get after him. Hurry!
Hot Pocket, I'm always winning, son.
Major, have you been able to contact the boss?
No.
You really think it's bad reception?
We're looking into it.
Major.
Snake, you've got more important things to worry about than contacting the boss. Right now, Sokolov is out there wandering around the jungle alone. What are you going to do if he gets caught by the enemy? We're still looking into why we lost contact with the boss. I'll let you know as soon as we find anything out. In the meantime, it's your job to find Sokolov and get him to safety. Got it?
Major, do you know anything about this GRU colonel Sokolov was talking about?
Ollie.
Yes.
Who is he?
A most dangerous man indeed. His name is Yevgeny Borisovich Volgin. His code name in the West is Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt.
He's gained a reputation as the most brutal and cold-blooded of the Soviet spy masters. During the war, Volgin was assigned to the domestic branch of the NKVD. He was stationed in the rear of the Soviet line to catch and punish any troops who tried to retreat or desert. He's also notorious for his accomplishments in anti-guerrilla operations in the Ukraine and the Baltic states. Apparently, he likes to boast that he disposed of over 100,000 anti-communists. We also know that he was instrumental in putting down the 1953 insurrection in East Germany and the 1956 uprising in Hungary. He is truly a fearsome man. There's no telling what he might be plotting. Be careful.
I will.
What's up, the crazy old gamer? What's up?
Major, what's this Grand and Design Bureau Sokolov was talking about?
OKB 812. It's the same type of top-secret
Colonel
facility
Sanders.
as Sokolov's own OKB 754. The director is a man by the name of Alexander Leonovich Granin. He's Sokolov's arch-rival and the two have competed fiercely against each other since the days of the war. To hear Sokolov tell it, though, the rivalry was really all in Granin's head. In any case, Granin seems to harbor an unusually intense hatred for Sokolov. Knowing that Sokolov was protected under the aegis of Khrushchev, Granin threw in his lot with Volgin, the vanguard of the anti-Khrushchev movement. Apparently, Granin meant to use the funds provided by these opposition forces in order to defeat his old foe. Volgin, for his part, was intrigued by the possibility of using the high-tech weapons Granin created in the fight against Khrushchev. Thus, the two formed an alliance, and Volgin took the Granin Design Bureau under his control.
But now Volgin's got his sights set on Sokolov.
Yes, it would seem that he and Granin aren't getting along so well after all. By the way, Snake, what were you doing back there?
Back where?
Great, crazy old
giving
gamer.
Some kind of advice to a GRU commander, weren't you?
Yeah.
He's your enemy. What the hell were you thinking?
Really? What was all that about doing the thing with your hand on the first round or whatever?
Whenever he put a new clip in his gun, he'd always load the first round by hand, whether there was a round left in the chamber or not. It's a technique they teach in the Middle East. By making sure there's always a round in the chamber, you eliminate the risk of pulling the trigger with nothing to fire. He must have heard about it from someone or read it somewhere. In any case, he probably wanted to try it out for himself. And he was obviously motivated by vanity to show off his new technique. That's when you make mistakes. The battlefield is an unforgiving place. The only techniques you can rely on are the ones you've mastered through experience and practice.
Uh-huh. And what were you saying about him being more suited to revolvers?
When he fired, he was bending his elbow sharply to avoid the recoil. It looked like he wasn't aware he was doing it, but that habit can be either a fatal flaw or a gift.
What do you mean?
Automatic weapons use recoil to operate, so if you don't let the recoil hit you, it interferes with the operating cycle of the gun. Basically, he shouldn't be trying to avoid the impact like that. But with a revolver, there's no need to let the recoil hit you. Just the opposite. Avoiding the recoil lets you reduce the strain on your hand and arm. That kid might just be handy with a high-caliber revolver.
Handy? Are you listening to yourself?
What do you mean?
He's the enemy. Why are you giving him advice?
I don't know.
Snake.
I don't know. For some reason, I couldn't help but point it out to him.
Snake, are you all right?
Yeah.
Yes. Time paradox time. What's up, Tank? Ocelot is dead. Theory's over.
Snake, what have you done? You changed the future. You've created a time paradox.
Fine. Guess I'll let you live.
That area is home to the Sunda whistling thrush.
Yeah, you hear Campbell there.
The Sunda whistling thrush is a bird native to Java and Sumatra. It's distinguished by its large blue body and long beak. It really stands out in the forest. If you're aiming to catch one alive, use the tranquilizer gun.
Got it. So...
How's it taste?
How does it taste?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know.
The guide doesn't say. I guess there's no reason you couldn't eat them.
Oh, I see.
But it's nice and plump, so I'm sure it'd make a hearty meal.
That's a good point.
By the way, Snake.
What?
What was that little lecture back there?
Lecture?
You were instructing the GRU commander, weren't you? Something about the first round or his hand?
Yeah.
What was that supposed to mean?
Well, whenever he put a new clip in his gun, he'd always load the first round by hand, whether there was a round left in the chamber or not.
Do that again.
The gauge below...
Yeah. Alright, here we go. I like it says load the clip. It's not a clip. The magazine. Whatever. There's a new mag. Clip. All right, here we go. Whatever.
You okay? Those men were from the Ocelot unit.
Spetsnaz?
Yes. The best GRU has to offer. They're coming for me. I'm finished.
Calm down. I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we've got some of the best backup we could ask for.
Look.
That's what they were making you build.
Yes. The Shagohod. The treading behemoth. A tank capable of launching nuclear IRBMs.
It can launch nuclear missiles from that kind of terrain?
Oh, yes. And without support from friendly units.
A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo. Is that thing finished?
No. This is only the end of Phase 1. It won't be truly finished until we complete Phase 2.
Phase 2?
The weapon's true form. If it is completed and the Colonel gets his hands on it, it will mean the end of the Cold War.
The end of the Cold War?
Yes. And then the Age of Fear will truly begin.
Gunslinger, kinda, sorta, yeah.
I had no choice but to cooperate. I didn't want to die. I wanted to see my wife and child again in America. Please, take me to America, quickly. They cannot complete it with
Shagohod. Shagadelic, baby, yeah.
Let's go.
Remember, we'll be doing donations or memberships or whatever for the End's Fate. So if you want them to win or fight or early or old age, it's going to be up to you guys. As of right now, we'll be fighting. Probably up to y'all what we do for this playthrough. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. We do a lot of Metal Gear content. Love to have you here, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, also, if you want to get something from the merch store, there's free standard shipping that's going on right now. If you order, it ends today. So if you want to get something that has entirely free shipping with everything, you can order it right now, and it's free shipping. Ends tonight. So if you want to get something, like some stickers, whatever, definitely look into it.
Good work, Jack.
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
Huh? Hornets.
My friends, let us fight together again.
I have waited long for this day.
We will fight with you once more. Welcome back, boss.
Now that all 5 of us are together, it's time we go to
I'm
the depths
talking-
of hell itself.
Good to know. Good to know, Gunslinger. I don't know.
It's raining blood. Is he crying?
Kuwabara, Kuwabara. Ah, what a joyful scene.
Colonel Vogan.
Welcome to my country. And to my unit.
Boss, what is this?
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
Recoilless nuclear warheads. These will make a fine gift for me.
This can't be happening.
Who is he? Another one of your disciples? Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure for us Cobras. He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
What are you talking about?
Think you can pull the trigger?
He's seen my face. We can't let him live. If Khrushchev finds out about this, we're finished. He must die.
Wait. He's my apprentice. I'll take care of him. Jack, you can't come with us.
The new blood has been rejected. Are we done here?
Now, onto Sokolov's research facility.
Shagohod is ours.
Drift away. My place is with them now.
Snake, can you hear me?
Yeah. Just barely.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can you move? You've got to get those wounds treated. Hang in there. All right, let's get you fixed up. Paramedic?
Okay, Snake. Just relax and it'll all be over before you know it. Stay with me. I've seen people in worse shape before. Think you can handle it?
Major. The boss. She's defected.
We'll talk about that later. First, we've got to get you patched up.
Okay, here we go. First, open the survival viewer with the start button.
It probably does like crazy,
if you
Natalia.
select Cure, you can start the treatment. Healing is divided into treatment using medicine with the item window button and surgical treatment using the weapon window button. Your injuries include a fractured left elbow and rib bone, and lacerations on your upper arms, right elbow, and abdomen. They need to be fixed using surgical treatment. Move the healing cursor with the left stick to the affected part of your body. Once you've selected the affected area, hold the weapon window button and use the left stick to select the medical item, and then press the enter button. With this method, you can use items to help your recovery process. To treat a bone fracture, first secure the affected area with a fastener and then wrap it in bandages. That should do it. For lacerations, you'll need disinfectant to clean the wound, sutures to stitch it up, styptic to slow the flow of blood, and bandages to wrap the wound. If you do everything I mentioned, the wound should heal completely. Understood?
Yeah.
Stay with me. Go into the survival viewer and treat those wounds.
Oh, man. All right. Before we do that, let's look at around. Over here, look at that. Right here. Jason Lewis, what's up? There's the sorrow right there.
Stars.
There's the sorrow right there. Jason Lewis, thank you so much for the 3 years, my dude.
Time to get serious.
Not what I meant to push. Thank you so much, Jason Lewis, for the love. 3 months, baby. Oh yeah. So you can see that way, or if you have this view, you can see him like that. Well, let me get out of the way. Right here. On the bottom left of your screen, there is the sorrow as well. Yeah, from that camera angle. It's pretty cool. How you been, Mr. Lewis? And so the sorrow got there. Well, later on, you'll find out that the boss takes out the sorrow, or he lets her take him out there, and that's where his body is. So whenever you see the sorrow later on in like the river, this is that river right here. And when you see him in the river later on in the game, that's where his body is. That's why you see him there. Doing great, Jason. Doing really good. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, so there you go. So Tank, that's why you see him in the river later on in the game. In that when you're in between like life and death.
Snake.
We're coming to get you now. Just stay where you are. We'll drop a recovery balloon. Can you set it up?
And whoop! Look to the left. Hey there.
Shagohod.
Douglas for sure. How's it going, Keith Harris? Good to see you. I tell you, yes, she does. Woo!
Excellent. A great success. Thanks to the boss and her cobras, I have both Sokolov and the Shagohod.
She farted. What do you smell?
What are we going to do with the girl?
Who is she?
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
She's a nice catch. I'll take her. Not so fast, my dear. A kiss of death?
Are you KGB?
We may be able to use her. She has spunk.
Shall we take her back to the base?
Perhaps we should. We have no further use for Sokolov's research facility. I think it's time I gave this marvelous new toy a try.
Colonel, even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger.
Be our friend, the American defector.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Remember the Alamo.
Colonel!
Keith, and I guess if Konami decides to do something like that, most likely it'll be MGS3 versus MGS1, since they've already done a remake with the Twin Snakes or MGS1, but we'll see. Hey day now. Here we go.
What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill, I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Someday you go through the rain, and someday you'll feed on a tree frog. It's ordeal, the trial to survive. For the day we see new light, I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Cry
Welcome, everybody. Leandro, Iroquois, Supreme, all everybody that's here. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Currently flying over the Arctic Ocean, altitude 30,000 feet, approaching Soviet airspace. Arriving at the designated drone launch point. Drone oil pressure and voltage are nominal. Payload oxygen supply is nominal. Power supply to payload antifreeze system shows no problems. No gusts. All systems go for drone detachment.
Snake, we can't risk a halo jump this time around. Airspace security has gotten tighter since we were last here. We can't get as close to the ground as we did during the Virtuous mission. So instead, we'll be using one of our newest weapons. Snake, you're being given an honor on par with Alan Shepard. This is our last chance. Show your...
Alright, good night, Natalia.
If you fail, you'll be back in a hospital bed again, waiting...
Oh, did you, Iroquois? Nice.
So how does it feel to be a patient in one of the most advanced ICUs in the world?
Would you do me a favor and tell the suits about visiting hours? I'll never get better with them assaulting me day and night with their questions.
Must be part of the top brass's inquiry.
More like an interrogation. According to them, I'm a traitor and an accomplice to the boss's defection.
They're just looking for a scapegoat.
Does that mean they're after you, too?
Let's just say neither one of us is going to be made a national hero out of this.
Does this mean Fox is going to die?
No. This fox is still one step ahead of the hounds. The reason I came to see you today, Jack, it's time for Fox to clear its name.
What are you talking about?
The situation has changed. We've still got a chance to come out of this one alive.
Yeah, what kind of chance?
Don't get too excited. Here, have a cigar. It's Cuban. This morning, I had a meeting with the CIA.
They decided when they're going to execute us?
No. Something even bigger. Yesterday, the White House received an unexpected call.
President Johnson? Yes, I hear you, Mr. Chairman.
It was a hotline call from Khrushchev to President Johnson.
From the head of the Soviet Union?
That's right.
Tank, which thing?
A few days ago, one of our country's main design bureaus, OKB-754, was destroyed in a nuclear explosion. At about the same time, our anti-aircraft radar picked up a signature that appeared to come from one of your military aircraft. Does any of this sound familiar to you? In retaliation, I have placed our armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left with no choice but to order the military to maximum alert and unleash Armageddon. With the help of your predecessor, I was able to survive the Cuban incident. But my power is not as great as it once was.
Oh, Tank, yeah.
If I am to survive this crisis, I must have your full cooperation.
I should have contacted you myself. Did you know that one of our soldiers defected to your country a week ago?
No.
So you haven't heard then. The man who arranged the defection was a GRU colonel by the name of Yevgeny Borosovich Volgin.
Volgin? Of the Brezhnev faction. Go on. Who is the soldier?
Her name is the Boss. She's a living legend. During World War II, she was the one who led us to victory in that war. In Russia, you know her as Voyevoda.
You mean the Boss? The mother of your special forces?
Yes, that's the one. And she took 2 miniature nuclear shells along with her.
The Boss took 2 miniature nuclear shells?
I'm afraid so. I believe they were a gift for her new hosts. The Davy Crockett Atomic Battle Group delivery system was completed 2 years ago. Serious problems were found with the launcher's range and precision.
Appreciate it, Leandro.
They were mass-produced.
For the love.
They've never been deployed in battle.
But Sokolov's research facility was completely wiped out. The whole area.
Douglas, they
is
would have found out, though.
I can only offer you my
who
deepest
knows?
condolences over this terrible tragedy.
So, the boss, with Colonel Volgin's help, stole 2 experimental nuclear shells and took them with her as gift when she defected. Then, shortly thereafter, Sokolov's design lab, a top-secret military research facility, was destroyed by one of these weapons. Am I right so far?
Yes, that's correct.
And the American government denies any involvement in the affair. Is that right as well?
That's correct. We were not involved in any way.
Then what was a U.S. military aircraft doing on our radar screen? It was clearly in violation of our airspace. And yet you say it was not acting under your orders.
That's correct.
You expect me to believe that this was all the work of a single soldier?
I don't know what else to tell you.
The army insists that this is all a ploy on your part.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Our government had nothing to do with it.
And I would like dearly to believe you. However, I'm afraid my power over the military has weakened since the Cuban incident. I will need some kind of proof that this was not the action of the American government. You have 1 week. You must catch the boss yourselves and recover the remaining nuclear device. Then, you must find some way to prove your innocence.
Prove our innocence?
Yes, preferably something painful. Prove to me that this is not merely another one of your tricks.
The boss should be close to Colonel Volgin. How about a little coaction?
I would not expect too much if I were you. The political situation here is unstable. And Colonel Volgin is a member of the Brezhnev faction, which seeks to topple my government. 1 week. You have only 1 week. And if it is not too much to ask, do something about Volgin as well.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It means nothing. Call it a modest gentleman's agreement to ensure our continued relationship.
What if we can't prove our innocence?
Then I will be unable to restrain the military. I will be ousted, and they will seek their revenge.
A nuclear attack on the United States?
I leave the disposal of this situation entirely to your discretion, Mr. President.
Disposal?
If you fail, it will mean the beginning of a new world war.
To put it simply, in order to avoid a full-scale nuclear conflict, we have to prove that America was not involved in that explosion.
And eliminating the boss ourselves will prove America's innocence?
Right. The higher-ups have decided that you're the only one capable of pulling this off. You were her last apprentice. Screw this one up, and we'll both be 6 feet under. There's no choice.
Are the Russians going to be helping us?
The KGB has promised to lend us one of their communications satellites so that you and I can talk to each other.
That's it?
They've also put us in touch with a couple of insiders.
Insiders?
There was a defection in September 1960. Do you remember it?
You mean the 2 NSA codebreakers who went over to the Soviet Union?
Precisely. Since then, they've apparently been training with the KGB for exactly this kind of situation. Their code names are Adam and Eva. I've been told that Adam has infiltrated Volgin's ranks. We've also arranged for him to provide you with an escape route. You'll need to rendezvous with him when you get there.
Golly.
Control. Unidentified aircraft detected. Altitude 30,000 feet. It's fast. Estimated airspeed exceeding Mach 3. Bearing south.
I'm about to lose it.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. Glad to see you landed safely.
I got blown pretty far off target.
Snake, let's go over your mission objectives one more time. Rescue Sokolov. Find out what's happened to the Shagohod, then destroy it. And finally, eliminate the boss.
Eliminate the boss.
This mission will be codenamed Operation Snake Eater.
Because I'll be taking on the boss in our Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volgin.
I'm not a hired killer.
I know, but that was the Kremlin's demand.
Demand?
Oops.
You mean it wasn't just a request? What's it to us if the Khrushchev regime is threatened by the Colonel and his faction?
If supporting the current regime helps us avoid a nuclear exchange, then that's what we'll do.
And what are the CIA's demands?
Our priorities are the rescue of Sokolov and the destruction of the Shagohod.
Roger that, Major Tom.
Hold on, Snake.
What now?
I'm changing my codename. It turns out Tom wasn't the most auspicious choice.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is, when I chose my codename, I picked the wrong one.
The wrong one?
Did you ever see the movie The Great Escape? It came out last year.
Oh, must have missed that one.
Anyway, it's based on a true story about prisoners who escaped from a POW camp in Nazi Germany. The prisoners dig 3 tunnels as part of their plan, but the Nazis find 2 of the tunnels before they're finished. The prisoners succeed in escaping by using the last remaining tunnel.
God.
The names of those 3 tunnels were Dick, Harry, and Tom.
I get it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would bring you good luck.
Yes, that's exactly right. At least, that was the plan.
But
I got the name wrong. The one they escaped in was Harry. Tom was one of the unlucky tunnels. It was discovered by the Nazis before it was finished. I watched the movie again just to make sure. In fact, I even ordered the actual film from the movie company.
yeah, it doesn't sound like the greatest name to use. So what should I call you?
You know, let's just use Zero, like we've been doing all along.
All right, then. Major Zero it is. We'll start over from square one.
Hank, they do.
From
They do
square
actually do
zero.
that.
My frequency is 140.85. Oh, I almost forgot. Paramedic is with us again on this mission.
Is this her last chance, too?
If we fail, she'll have her medical license revoked. It's more or less the same kind of fate. Her frequency is the same as during the Virtuous mission, 145.73. She'll be recording your mission data as well, just like the last time. That frequency is also the same, 140.96. And there's one more person on your support team. His name is Mr. Sigint. He's an expert on the latest in weapons and equipment technology. You'll be going up against some of the world's most advanced weaponry when you infiltrate the research facility. If you have any questions, just ask him. His frequency is 148.41.
Mr. Sigint. Got it.
Adam, your KGB contact, is waiting for you at the abandoned factory up ahead.
The same factory Sokolov was being held in last week.
Yes, meet up with Adam first. He's cleared the way for you to rescue Sokolov.
How'll I know this Adam guy when I see him?
You'll know once you reach the factory. The whole area's been polluted by the fallout from that nuclear blast. No one else would dare come close. The password is, "Who are the Patriots?" and "Lali Lulelo."
Lali Lulelo. Gotcha.
You've been equipped with a 45 for this mission. Be careful, it's noisy.
I thought standard Fox procedure was procure on-site weapons acquisition.
The circumstances are different this time. You're now on an official mission for the United States government. It would be necessary to make your presence known to a certain extent, to the Khrushchev regime at the very least. But remember, this is still a sneaking mission. Snake, if you fail this mission, it will mean an all-out nuclear war. Keep that in mind and proceed with extreme caution.
Understood. Commencing Operation Snake Eater.
Snake Eater. It's not just soldiers. This is a special op. M1911. Oh. Call Sigint real quick.
You're Snake, aren't you?
And you're Sigint?
None other.
I heard that you're an expert on weapons, equipment, and cutting-edge technology.
Close.
Huh?
I am
Hey, we're
the
razzing
expert
them.
on weapons, equipment, and cutting-edge technology.
Ah.
I'm the guy that designed your trank gun, active sonar, and motion detector. If you want to know anything about weapons or equipment you find in the field, just send me a message and ask. Later.
Later.
Sounds like the Cobra unit's members' names came from the specific emotions they each carry into battle.
Emotions?
Yeah. For unbearable torment, the pain. For true oblivion, the end. For infinite rage, the fury. For absolute terror, the fear. And for unsurpassed bliss, the joy.
The joy?
It's another name for the boss, because of the joy she feels in battle, I suppose.
Ah.
During the war, she had a partner named the Sorrow. Sorrow and joy. They say there couldn't have been a more perfect pair.
The joy. You can use a controller, Erasmus. You can use a controller. If you want to know how to use it with a controller, I actually have a video on how to do so. If you'd like to watch it sometime, I could show you. I actually made a video just for that.
Paramedic.
Snake, it's so good to hear
Good
from
to see
you
you,
again.
Irascible.
Same here. It's been a week, hasn't it?
4 days, actually.
Huh?
I visited you in the hospital. You were still unconscious, though.
Then you must have seen me naked.
Ooh.
Yeah, but you were all wrapped up in bandages and tubes, so I couldn't do anything but look.
Better luck next time.
Let's hope so. But seriously, don't forget that you were like that until just yesterday. In fact, you really shouldn't even be on this mission. Keep an eye on your stamina gauge. If you start to run low, don't push yourself. Eat something to replenish your stamina.
Enjoy! Hey, what's up,
And
Paulo?
try not to get yourself hurt. If you're wounded or get bitten by a venomous animal, go into the survival viewer immediately and treat yourself using Cure.
Yeah. I can see you still know how to nag.
You're welcome. And I can see you still don't know when to keep your mouth shut.
Ooh.
Maybe so. By the way, I heard you're going to lose your medical license if this mission fails.
Erascible, not necessarily. No, actually.
But the mission
Let me
won't
just
fail.
find the video for
Will
you.
it?
Of course not.
Good. I believe in you. But you know what? I really don't care about my medical license.
Didn't they use that to force you to participate in this operation?
No, I volunteered.
Why?
So that I could watch over you.
Huh.
Snake, you're the best agent I've ever seen. But you push yourself too hard. You're reckless. Someone has to stop you from
Haven't.
getting into trouble.
Ooh, that was
to
loud.
make sure you and the boss don't kill each other. So that's why I volunteered.
Actually, yes, Horace, we do.
you
But
could
just
be
watch this
a better
video.
guardian angel than me, right?
Thanks.
Stop right there.
But yes,
You can
DS4
thank me
Windows
when
is
you
part
get
of it
back.
on that one, yes.
All right.
My
Snake,
bad.
Unlike
It was
the
the
Virtuous mission,
PS2
this is
one,
a
I guess
night
you didn't have to.
operation. You'll be encountering nocturnal animals that you didn't encounter
Or,
your last mission.
Handle Your Solitude.
Some of them are venomous, like the king cobra, so be careful. If you get bitten by a venomous animal, the poison will spread through your body and rapidly drain your life gauge. If that's the case, go into the cure screen and survival viewer immediately and inject yourself with serum. Got it?
Oh, Rascal, yeah. I remember when I played it on there. Like the game looked fine. I had it like on 4K. And I'll try to make it the video but like at the very end of the game with like it was like cut scenes from like videos or whatever. It was like probably like where I am. Like the whole screen was probably this big like where I'm at right now. It was freaking nuts. I was like, oh, it's so...
The Davy Crockett's that the boss took with her when she defected are mortars that fire nuclear warheads. They're named after Davy Crockett, the hero who died defending the
It's
Alamo in
freaking
the
nuts.
Texan
If you
War
got
of
that, you'll see that
Independence.
later.
Remember the Alamo.
That's right. The warheads are equivalent to between 10 and 20 tons of TNT. Every building within 150 yards of the hypocenter is completely obliterated. But the warheads the boss had with her were some kind of experimental super bomb, so they're actually even more powerful than that. I don't even want to think about what would happen if she used it again. Snake, you know what you have to do.
Yeah, I know.
Saving the game, Snake?
Yeah. We hadn't got a movie one yet. Movie quote. Then we'll actually do some gameplay, I guess. Ugh. So many great codecs in this game, though. This game has the best codecs. Whatever you want to call it. Here goes Poop. He uses some leaves there. Douglas.
Hey, Snake, you ever heard of Godzilla, King of Monsters?
No, what is it?
It's a movie. You haven't seen it?
Nope.
It's about this monster called Godzilla, who grows to an enormous size in a nuclear test and goes on a rampage in Tokyo.
Nuclear test, huh? Then the Marshall Islands must be crawling with giant monsters right about now.
It's just make-believe.
Maybe that's why my pants have been so tight lately.
Snake, it's a movie, not a report out of Los Alamos.
I know. So then what happened?
Godzilla is immune to all weapons, and humanity has no way to stop the monster. Dr. Shirazawa develops a new type of weapon, but meanwhile, Godzilla is getting closer and closer to Tokyo, obliterating everything in its path. It was originally a Japanese movie, but they made an American version, too. I recommend seeing the original Japanese one if you ever get the chance. It's mostly mindless fun, but it's also got a serious anti-nuke message as well.
Where can I see the original?
You'll just have to go to Japan.
Really? That's too bad.
Well, if you wait 40 years, you might be able to see it in America, too.
Why's that?
2004 will be Godzilla's 50th birthday.
You think they're still going to be making Godzilla movies then?
Of course! Everybody loves Godzilla.
You sure know a lot about movies.
I don't suppose you're the movie-watching type, are you?
Not really.
Okay, then I'll tell you everything I know. When the going gets tough, movies can save your life. It's always good to be able to look at things from a different perspective when you get in a jam. That's the magic of movies.
No kidding. Well, I guess it might at least make a nice distraction.
That's the spirit, Snake. Have a little fun.
Yeah. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. 45 auto. You see that in the. Yep, it's got that back too. That little the grip safety on there. The grip safety and the slide safety. Right? Can you? I say, can you? I can't remember. Can you? At 45, bro's hurl up in magazine size. It says magazine here, size of 7 rounds. Open the window, but a rascal. I don't know. Okay. Oh, there we go. Oh, Tank, do you really? It's probably. I think this is probably a Springfield. I mean, I think the. I think that's what that is. Harassable. You're such an elitist. Yeah, Tank, it does. Oh, no doubt. Oh, no doubt. Mm-hmm. Oh, I gotta call him now. Is that a horse?
You just heard
Oh,
a
a horse?
Yeah.
You sure it wasn't something else?
I know a horse when I hear one.
Paramedic, are there any wild horses in Celino Yask?
Do you really expect me to say yes?
No.
So what should I do?
There's only one way through that area. All you can do is move forward. Head towards the sound of that horse. It came from the north. Be careful.
Is that a horse?
Eat food to recover stamina. Capture plants and animals to get food. Snake, king cobras are making their home in the area you're in now. The king cobra is the world's largest venomous
Harassable,
snake.
I appreciate
Its
you,
large
brother.
size
Let
means
me
it
know if
has
you
a
have
lot
any
of
issues
venom
using
to
the
inject.
controller.
One bite is supposedly enough to kill an elephant.
Don't forget to hit that like
And
button
it's
on that
extremely
video.
vicious as well, so watch out. If you get bitten by a king cobra and injected with venom, your life will start to decrease rapidly. As soon as you're bitten, go into the survival viewer and use Cure to give yourself a serum injection. The king cobra's diet consists mostly of other snakes. Be careful,
Did
or
they
you might
call
end up as its
Remingtons?
meal.
Got it.
So in World War II, who made them mostly? Remington and Colt?
Yep.
Ugh, it seems you're the one whose diet consists of other snakes.
You're making me blush.
The guide says they taste just fine. Ugh.
Hey, you've got an M1911A1.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a 45. 50 years since the Army adopted the first model, and they're still using them. It's a real gem of an automatic pistol.
But aren't you gonna need more than just one little handgun?
Not at all. When you're in a tight spot or fighting in close quarters, sometimes a handgun works better than a rifle. And if I equip a knife at the same time, I can instantaneously switch over to hand-to-hand combat.
I see. You're wearing the tiger stripe pattern camouflage.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway. Go. Ithaca 2. Interesting.
Looks like death wasn't ready for you yet.
Boss.
That arm still hurt?
What are you doing here?
Go home. Go home. Gru and my sons are waiting up ahead. You don't have a prayer of finishing your mission. You're not even armed.
Boss!
Raspel, okay.
I'm not your boss anymore. There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss. There's no need to prove that you are virtuous here. This isn't America. That should stir things up a bit. You'd better hurry. The border is 60 miles south of here. You ought to be able to run that far.
For World War I, since 1911.
Why'd you defect?
I didn't. I'm loyal to the end, to my purpose. What about you, Jack? What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country or your old mentor? The mission or your beliefs? Your duty to your unit or your personal feelings? You don't know the truth yet. But sooner or later, you'll have to choose. I don't expect you to forgive me.
Hey, Carlos. What's up, dude? Carlos, because video game, bruh. Good to see you, Carlos. How are you today? Douglas, I
Just
do
look at
not.
that bandana. If you can't put the past behind you, you won't survive long.
My hand!
If we meet again, I'll kill you. Now, go home.
No, Phantom Pain, Ground Zeroes, and Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pains on PC.
I read you,
Irascible.
I was ambushed by the boss.
You were what?
The drone's been shot to hell. It's up in flames.
That's not good. Enemy scouts are going to come looking for you.
Yeah, I know. But what was the boss doing here in the first place? There's got to be a leak somewhere.
No, that's impossible. The man the boss is working with, Volgin, isn't exactly on speaking terms with Khrushchev.
Oh, I'm sorry, Carlos. Hope you're feeling better, dude.
Snake, I know how you're feeling. It's hard for me to believe, too, that a legendary hero like the boss would go over to the Russians.
Oh, Tank, really? Oof.
But that's how it is, and if you don't accept it, you'll never be able to beat her.
That's not the problem. In terms of sheer technique, I'll never be able to beat her. I know that all too well.
You've got to do it, Snake. She's your enemy and your objective.
Enemy? We were together for 10 years, and now you tell me she's my enemy?
Enough. Hurry to the factory where Adam is waiting. Scouts have probably already been sent out to investigate the explosion. You've lost your weapon, right? That means you've got no chance of winning in a battle situation. Whatever you do, don't let them see you.
Nothing? Sage art, is this Snake Eater? Yes.
You mean you're not wearing any face paint? You can take off your face paint by selecting no paint from face. Just select no paint when you want to skip
What you
wearing
up
any
to,
face
Sage?
paint
Thank
at
you
all.
so much for the sub.
But your camo index is never going to be as high without face
We
paint.
only
as
get
it
one
is
life to
with
live,
it.
Sage. Live it to the
Unless
max.
You want the enemy
Welcome
to
to
see
the
you.
family, son.
You ought to be wearing face paint.
Snake, unlike the Virtuous mission, this is a night operation. You'll be encountering nocturnal animals that you didn't encounter your last mission. Some of them are venomous, like the king cobra, so be careful. If you get bitten by a venomous animal, the poison will spread through your body and rapidly drain your life gauge. If that's the case, go into the cure screen and survival viewer immediately and inject yourself with serum. Got it?
Got it.
Snake, that area is inhabited by the green tree python.
Oh, this is good.
The green
Well,
tree
Sage, did you
python
play
isn't
the
venomous,
original
so no need to
before
worry. It's fairly docile too.
it had
so
the
I don't think it's
subsistence
likely to attack
version?
you. The green tree python originally comes from
Oh, you
Australia
had the
and New
HD
Zealand.
collection. Never mind.
It's a really pretty green color, and it lives. Oh my God,
What's wrong?
Snake! What did I just say?
They come from Australia and New Zealand.
No, after that.
They're a really pretty green color.
I thought so. What was I thinking? Seeing a snake and calling it pretty?
What's wrong with that?
Everything. When a normal woman sees a snake, she's supposed to scream or get sick or something like that.
And you think you're normal?
What
You
was
think
that?
you're normal?
Nothing.
Oh, it's all your fault.
Jeez, I'm sorry. But enough of that.
What do you mean enough of that? This is serious.
No, I just wanted you to tell me how it tastes.
How should I know?
Ugh.
It was awfully pretty, though.
Ugh. How long ago how long ago did you think you played this, Sage? How long ago you think? Do 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 do. Nobody. All right, let me change my clothes. Actually, that's not what I needed at all. Go with that, I guess. I guess because it's raining. Bot's doing that. Go! Go! My daughter's like kind of awake, but kind of not. She's like in the middle. She's... What's up, 7010? Mm-hmm. Yep. Douglas, this is called skill, bro. Skill. But this European Extreme is definitely easier than the one on MGS2 is definitely a lot harder than MGS3 when it comes to that. Hold on. Actually, you know what? We'll do it in here. Yeah, whatever. Let's just go.
Welcome.
Hey Zarch, thank you so much for following on Twitch as well. Remember, you only get one life to live. Live it to the max.
Welcome to the family, son.
Tank, not now. I don't need him. You know, Iroquois, I don't think so, Iroquois, because I just never have really gotten into Harry Potter. Just hasn't been my thing. So it's just not at my interest. I hear great things about it. I just know, just me personally, I won't like it. Not that I'll think it's bad. It's just not an interest of mine. But I've heard, you know, if that is an interest of yours, that it's really good. What do you think about? What does everybody think that's in the chat right now think about the Nintendo Direct with the Metroid Prime remastered and the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance stuff? I thought that was pretty cool. Then you had the trailer for Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. Let's call Sigint.
Snake, what's up? Why are you naked? I know there's a naked option under uniform that lets you take off the upper part of your uniform. But without a shirt on, your camouflage sucks, and your stamina goes down faster. You don't get any advantages whatsoever.
Sure there are.
Like what?
It feels good.
It feels good.
Man, you do whatever you want.
I will, thanks. Just one question, though.
What?
Is there a way to take off my pants?
Say what?
My pants, can I?
Oh, hell no. This Fox unit is a nut fest.
Love that laugh. Let's see. Kyle, we were just talking about that, and the answer is no, because I'm just not interested in Harry Potter. Oh, you were, Kyle. I was like, we literally just talked about that like 2 minutes ago. Dude, Iroquois, I'm so excited about RE4 Remake, dude. So excited. Hey, what's up, Black Gazer? Good to see you, my dude. Oh, Kyle, yeah. What's up? Why are you naked? See what he says about my tuxedo. Oh, hold on. Oh, Douglas, yeah. I mean, it just dropped. The remastered version of Metroid Prime just dropped today, which is pretty sweet. Can't remember if he says anything with the tuxedo. I think he does. But it's not as near as crazy as with the boss, though.
Snake, what are you wearing now?
Tuxedo?
What, you late for a wedding or something? Come to think about it, the tuxedo is an all-black outfit. It'll probably help you blend in a dark environment. One thing you can't do, though, is equip knife-type weapons. And you can't use CQC either. Remember that.
Me. Yeah, I tell you, I'm just saying, like, I know a lot of people love it. I'm not dissing on it. I'm just saying it's just not an interest of mine. Definitely not a diss on my part. Alright, let's see. In that cardboard box.
Snake, what are you doing?
I'm in a box.
A cardboard box? Why are you...
I don't know, I was just looking at it, and suddenly I got this irresistible urge to get inside. No, not just an urge. More than that. It was my destiny to be here. In the box.
Destiny?
Yeah. And then when I put it on, I suddenly got this feeling of inner peace. I can't put it into words. I feel safe. Like this is where I was meant to be. Like I'd found the key to true happiness.
Uh-huh.
Does any of that make sense?
Not even a little.
You should come inside the box. Then you'll know what I mean.
Man, I don't want to know what you mean. Between you and Paramedic, is everyone but me that is hooked up with a Major Strange? Yeah, well, anyway, I suppose even that dumbass box might make a decent disguise if you wear it inside a building.
Whew. Let me in. Oh yeah, like he's hilarious, dude.
Sorry I'm late.
Cut the engine. They'll hear us.
Are you the agent they sent?
Are you Adam? I thought you were supposed to be a man.
Adam couldn't make it.
All right, say the password. Who are the Patriots? Who are the Patriots? Answer me!
Hey, Leon. Good to see you again, Leon. How you doing, my friend?
Get down! There is your answer. The name's Eva.
You're good, Leon. Hope you're doing okay, my friend.
This wasn't part of the plan. What happened to Adam?
What's your code name?
Which movies did you watch, Leon?
Snake, huh? Well, I'm Eva. Are you here to tempt me?
What happened to Adam?
Colonel Volgan is a very suspicious man. He decided Adam wasn't the right person for this mission.
And you were.
Yes,
Why?
because I can do things he can't.
I heard you used to be a codebreaker for the NSA.
I was. 4 years ago, I defected to the Soviet Union with Adam.
Mauser military. The broom handle.
It packs quite a punch. Nice to have when you're on a bike.
Vertical
You
limit,
held it
huh?
sideways and used the muzzle jump to create a horizontal sweep. That was impressive.
Bet you've never seen that technique in the West.
It's imitation, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a Chinese Type 17 pistol. Around here, even that's hard to come by. Don't worry, though. The one I've got for you is American-made.
.45, huh? Incredible.
Do you like it?
The feeding ramp is polished to a mirror sheen. The slide's been reinforced, and the interlock with the frame is tightened for added precision. The sight system is original too. The thumb safety is extended to make it easier on the finger. A long type trigger with non-slip grooves. A ring hammer. The base of the trigger guard's been filed down for a higher grip. And not only that, nearly every part of this gun has been expertly crafted and customized. Where'd you get something like this?
I grabbed it from a Western munitions armory. It probably used to belong to one of your officers, and there are more where that came from.
Oh, it is erasable?
You had this with you, didn't you?
Did you find the new link?
Better take this too.
What's that?
A disguise to make you look like a scientist.
A disguise?
Yes. You're here to rescue Sokolov, right?
Sokolov's still safe then?
Yes. He's being forced to continue his work on the Shagohod.
Where?
At the lab. They've got a whole army of scientists there developing new weapons. Security is tight, but if you disguise yourself as a scientist, you might be able to sneak in.
Oh, all right. Well, can you,
Can we get Sokolov out of there?
We'll see, won't we?
Tell me how to get to the lab.
The safest way in is from the rear. First, you'll need to head north through the jungle. You'll come to a heliport used for shipping materials. Pass the heliport and continue north, and there will be a large crevice. Descend into that area, and you'll reach a cave. Move through the cave, and you will arrive at a mangrove swamp. After the swamp, there'll be a warehouse. Make your way through the warehouse, and you'll come out just south of the lab.
Got it.
And just what are you doing there?
In close-range combat, a knife can sometimes be more useful than a gun. By doing this, I'll be able to hold a knife at the same time and still keep the gun steady. That way, I can instantly switch between a gun battle and a knife fight. Right, let's get going.
Wait a minute.
What now?
You must be tired. Why don't you take a little rest?
I'll be fine.
You'll never make it in your condition. It's a jungle out there. There's still an hour before dawn. It's dangerous to be out in the jungle at night with...
Oh, Leon, that's easy to do with these games. It's not just you.
I have to get back. I can't be gone for too long. They'll start to suspect something. Don't worry. I'll keep you updated over the radio.
That's it?
My orders are to provide you with information. Nothing more. You look disappointed. All right, then. I'll do something special for you. I'll stand watch until dawn. Now be a good boy and lie down. What's the matter?
I don't know you well enough to trust you.
How well do you have to know me to trust me?
I don't know if I can trust anybody.
Gonna get that?
She's right, Snake. You should get some sleep. Although in your condition, you really ought to be back in the ICU. Whenever you save the game and quit, you'll go to sleep. Sleeping allows you to gain back stamina naturally. Depending
Leon,
on how long
all
you
of us
sleep,
have that,
you may
buddy,
also
not just
recover
you.
naturally from sickness and injury. When you're tired or hurt, the best thing to do is just get some sleep. So do yourself a favor and take a nap. Doctor's orders, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, man. Okay, he's exhausted. Mm-hmm.
What's the matter?
We're surrounded. I see 4 of them.
We've got company. It's the Ocelot unit. Let's get out of here. Hurry. Don't forget your gear. Here, give me a hand. We can use this to get to the basement.
Stars.
A lot. I'll get past them on my bike. I'll call you later.
Michael!
Okay, I'll keep them busy. Huh?
Oh, Mama Nita gifted a membership. Whoa! Hey, Mama Nita. Thank you for gifting that membership. Did you make a safe trip? Thank you, thank you. Hold on just a second. I understand. You can vote fight. I understand. Thank you so much, Mama Nita. Were you able to do that on your phone? Hold on. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, good. Well, thank you so much. Will you be careful? Great to see. I understand you still got to be traveling. So, but thank you so much, Mama Nita. Everybody give it up to Mama Nita for that gift of membership to Michael. Appreciate you so much. Because of your willingness to serve, we can make this world a better place one game at a time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Move. Oh, God.
Move!
4 down, 6 to go.
What's wrong?
Bow now. Bow now. Oh, it's magic, alright. Is it based off an M9 Beretta? The Mark 22, but is it based off a Beretta? Hold on, let's look. Doesn't look like it. Called a hush puppy. Slide lock minute for added suppression capability. Blah, blah, blah. What's this based? Yeah, the one MGS2 is a Beretta. Old Navy gun. That's what it says. Developed by the Navy. Okay. How you doing, Pensive? Yeah, MGS2, it's a Beretta. Pensive, I'm doing alright. Tired as well, but doing pretty good. Smith & Wesson Model 39. That's what the Mark 22 is. Yeah, let me look that up. Does look like that. Kind of like that, but still not. Anyway, I was just... Alright. Last one. Ruger. That'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Thank you, J.A. You did, Kyle? No. Dadgum, Kyle. I'm getting so dang sick, bro. Golly. Another battery. Nope. I think we're golden. Da-da! Da-da, da-da, da-da. Ba, da-da, da-da, da-da.
I've been waiting for this moment.
Exactly, pensive.
That's it. That's the stance.
You know it, Carlos.
I don't think so.
Bring it on.
What? A female spy?
Yeah, Rascal, there's no analogs there.
This bitch is wearing perfume. Stay where you are. I've had enough of your judo.
I see
Well,
you got yourself a single action
Rascal,
army.
on
right.
PS1, there were analogs for them by then.
You call that an accident?
First ones didn't,
It
though.
wouldn't have happened if you hadn't been showing off.
What did you say?
It's a nice gun, I'll give you that. But the engraving gives you no tactical advantage whatsoever. Unless you were planning to auction it off as a collector's item. And you're forgetting one more very basic thing. You don't have what it takes to kill me.
We'll see. A dud!
That thing only carries 6 shots. The Makarov carries 8. You have to get a feel for how many you have left. This is a high-class weapon. It's not meant for shooting people.
Damn! This isn't over yet.
Don't.
Why?
He's still young.
Kyle, yeah, it's been a week.
Regret stopping me. mosquitoes!
This is a prequel. You can't die. That's right.
It looks like you've got rid of all the ocelots.
Sure did.
Yeah.
Now proceed with the rescue of Sokolov. According to Eva, you should start by going to the crevice to the north and...
Can we trust her?
What's that?
Eva is with the KGB, isn't she? Can I really believe what she says? How do I know she won't double-cross me?
There are no guarantees in espionage, Snake, only calculated guesses. At this point in time, the KGB stands nothing to gain by stabbing us in the back.
So you're saying I can trust her?
I'm saying the chance that she'll betray you is low.
Ah.
Of course, we checked the route she gave you against our own data. It looks like a pretty solid infiltration route. It makes good use of weak spots in the enemy's defenses. You shouldn't have any problems. Follow the route Eva showed you and proceed with the mission.
Roger.
First, enter the cave through the crevice. Eva said it was to the north, so head that way.
Go north, 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 north.
First, enter the cave through the crevice. Eva was right when she said that operating in an unknown jungle at night is extremely dangerous. In my former outfit, the SAS, we'd always be sure to set up camp before sunset and wait until daybreak before setting out again. Being able to stay in that abandoned factory made things a lot easier for you. You ought to be thanking Eva.
Major, what's this temptation Eva was
Bible story.
In the Old Testament of the Bible, Eve was seduced by a snake into tasting the fruit of knowledge. By eating the forbidden fruit, Adam and Eve disobeyed God's command and were cast out from the Garden of Eden. Thus, it was the snake who led mankind into original sin.
Come to think of it, I did break a rib in the Virtuous mission. Maybe that's where Eva came from.
The one who tempted Adam into eating the forbidden fruit was Eve. You may be working together, but she's still a KGB operative. Don't let your guard down.
I don't intend to.
Snake, your number one priority in this mission is rescuing Sokolov. Eva said he is in the lab, so head over there.
Got it.
Right.
Do you remember how to get to the lab?
You mean what Eva told me?
Yes.
Of course I do.
All right, repeat it for me.
Major, do you think I'd forget something like that?
Let's hear it then.
First I head north.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll come to a crevice.
And then?
And then...
All right, let's go over this one more time. First, head north through the jungle. Enter the cave through the crevice to the north. Follow the cave to the end and you'll come out in an aqueduct surrounded by mangrove. Follow the aqueduct to the north and you should arrive at a warehouse. Climb out of the water and enter the warehouse. After you've infiltrated the warehouse, pass through it to the north. Then you'll emerge in the woods again. The lab will be directly to the north. Are we clear now?
Yeah.
Snake.
I got it. Basically, I just head north, right?
Just go north. North! Hold on. Let's see.
Snake, did you find food?
Yeah.
You sound happy.
I am.
Do you know how to eat it? Then let me explain. To eat food, press the start button to enter the survival viewer, then select food. Select the food you want to eat and press the enter button. Select eat and you will eat the selected food. When you eat, You will recover your stamina, but the extent of recovery depends on what you eat. When your stamina is down only slightly, you should save your tastier morsels for later. But don't leave food for too long or it'll rot. This is where a little planning ahead goes a long way.
Besides eating food, you can throw it at enemies to confuse them. So remember, food is not just for eating. Be creative.
Oh yeah, Kyle, no doubt.
Snake, I heard you got a scientist disguise from Eva.
Sure did.
Yeah.
Go to uniform on the camouflage screen and choose scientist to disguise yourself as a scientist.
Scientist, huh?
But it won't do you any good to go around the jungle wearing a scientist disguise.
No one would be that stupid.
You're right. No one would think of going around the jungle in a scientist disguise. If they did, they'd have to be a fool. More than a fool. A complete dumbass. Don't you think so, Snake?
Yeah. Major, tell me a little bit more about the space race.
Whatever.
Snake, let's go over...
Hey, Snake, remember back at the abandoned factory when you whittled the grip of that 45 down?
Yeah,
I've never heard of a customization like that before. Why the grip?
to fit it with a knife.
A knife? You're gonna keep the knife and the gun both at the ready?
Yeah.
That's the idea.
Why would you want to do that?
Sometimes a knife works better in close proximity encounters. So I equip both at the same time. That way I can switch back and forth in an instant.
Badass. So that's that.
Kyle, $500. Boom. $500. Do it right now.
Snake, you said Eva said her Mauser was a Type 17, right?
Yeah, what about it?
That model was produced in the 1920s in a weapons lab in the Shaanxi province in China. The cartridge part sticks out lower than the original to accommodate 45 caliber rounds. The barrel and chamber are a little bit thicker too. But most telling of all,
All right,
it's got
Kyle. Then no
Chinese
scientist,
characters
no
engraved on
scientist
both
outfit
sides of the
playthrough for
frame like
you.
saw. And that firing stance Eva was talking about where you hold the gun horizontally, that's a trademark of the Chinese. Just like you were saying, when you're firing in full auto mode, the muzzle jump effect gives you a horizontal strafing motion. They say it's especially deadly in indoor and close-range mop-up actions. The Japanese called it bandit shooting and used to dread it. Makes you wonder where she learned to shoot like that.
Yeah.
You know that army
I don't
motorcycle
know.
that Eva was riding? That's a replica of a German model.
A replica?
Yeah.
Light Gazer, what's
After
up with
World
your
War
head?
II,
What
the
happened?
Soviets confiscated an entire assembly line from a German motorcycle factory, machines and all.
And then they took it back with them and started producing replicas?
Exactly. Originally, that motorcycle was designed to be used with a sidecar attached. That means it's got enough power to drag a 200-plus pound sidecar around.
So that's how she could pull off all those crazy stunts.
Uh-huh. Of course, it takes a lot of skill to be able to control that much power. That Eva chick is something else.
Yeah. I hope you get to feeling better, Light Gazer. You know I want you to be in good health, my friend.
So you've got an M1911A1, huh?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Eva gave it to me. She said it used to belong to a Western officer.
Looks like someone did a little work on it, too.
It's more than a little. First of all, the feeding ramp is polished to a mirror sheen. It's not going to have any feeding problems. The slide's been replaced with a reinforced version, and it meshes perfectly with the frame. The frame itself has been iron welded and scraped down multiple times for maximum precision. The front strap part of the frame has been checkered to make it dig into the hand. That prevents any slipping. The sight system's original too. It's a 3-dot type. It's got an enlarged front sight, giving it superior target sighting capability. The regular hammer's been replaced with a ring hammer. That enhances the cocking control and increases the hammer down speed. They also reworked the grip safety to accommodate the ring hammer. Looks like they eliminated it altogether. This is a tool for pros. The thumb safety and the slide stop are extended to allow for more precise handling. The base of the trigger guard is whittled down so you can use a high grip. And the trigger itself is a long type for easy finger access. The trigger pull is about 3.5 pounds. That's about 1.5 pounds lighter than normal.
Yeah.
The magazine well has been widened to make it easier to put in a new magazine. The magazine catch button has been cut down low to make it harder to hit it by mistake. The mainspring housing has been changed to a flat type to increase grip, and it's even been fitted with stepping so it doesn't slip from the recoil when firing. On top of that, they added cocking serrations to the front part of the slide. That lets you load and eject cartridges faster in an emergency. Whoever did this is a professional. No question, this thing could shoot a one-hole at 25 yards in a machine rest.
Well, I'll be damned. That's some gun.
Yeah, I've never used a weapon this fine in my life.
I lie. Oh man, yeah, with that trigger pull at 3.5 pounds. Apparently, they're for the new. What's up, Miser? In the new John Wick movie, I can't remember the name of the gun. Let me look it up real quick. TTI Pit Viper. I think it has. Let me see if it talks.
Level the playing field with our best performing micro compact to
No.
date, the Smith & Wesson Equalizer.
Oh my
The
God!
ultimate in
No,
shootability
hush.
With big gun.
I do not know why it was talking.
Level the playing field with our best performing micro compact to date, the Smith.
Stop. I know it was an ad, but I think I remember reading someone that had the trigger pulls like 1.5 pounds, which is stupid low. Yes. It would cost you $7,000 to get it right now. I was 1.75 to 2.25 pound trigger pull. That's like 1.75 to 2.25 pound trigger pull. That is stupid light. Yeah, Tank, I know. That is so light. Like, that's like stupid light. Like, oh God! I didn't mean to. I just touched it. Well, I know, Kyle. That's what she's. Kyle, yeah, I get that, Kyle. I'm just saying, like, it's just like, it's crazy light how light that is. 1.75 pounds. Woo. What you do? Of course, Kyle. Apparently, from the other movies, like they increase in value. So, but I can't spend $7,000 on a gun. That's crazy. Hey, Jess. Tasty. Oh, thank you, Jess. That's so sweet. I appreciate that. All right, we're gonna save it after this and be done for the night. We'll pick it up next time. Could I eat a raw snake like that? No. I don't think so. Like, unless, I mean, if I absolutely have to, but.
Do you want to save?
Yeah, I'd love to. Yes, yeah, we were about to finish. Sorry. What you been up to, Jess? Takes so long to save sometimes.
Snake, do you know the creature from the Black Lagoon?
Nope.
Nope, never heard of it.
These scientists are investigating a place deep in the Amazon called the Black Lagoon, and they get picked off one after the other by this fishman thing. And there was this scene when the heroine is going for a swim, and the creature sneaks up on her from underwater. Oh, I thought my heart was going to stop. I mean, of course, the 3D effects in It Came from Outer Space were a lot more intense, but...
It wouldn't be referring to you coming from outer space, would it?
How rude! Why do you say that?
Because no one on Earth could be as charming as you.
Oh,
Fine.
snap.
I'll just get to the point, Snake. Be careful of what's around you when you're in the water. Just imagining you swimming in those jungle rivers makes me think of you being attacked by a fishman.
I appreciate the concern.
Fishmen aren't the only things that'll attack you in the water. Really be careful out there.
Okay.
And don't be attacking any pretty girls going for a swim, either.
Are you calling me a fishman?
You started it.
Gotcha, Jess. Okay. Alright, let's see what's going on. Thank you so much for the love today, everybody. Let's see. Got to 54, 55 likes, so thank you so much. We got 3 new memberships. Mama Nita with the gift of membership. Didn't say anything specific on there, but the Jason Lewis did the re-sponsorship. Jag sponsored. Jimmy with the super chat. Laura with the super chat. Mom Anita and Love Daddy with the donations. Thank you so much. Or it was the gifted membership from Mom Anita and the donation from Love Daddy. Thank y'all for that. Thank y'all so very much. Thank you, Jay. Is there one that's still streaming right now? Yeah. What's up, Brendo? Oh man, Brendo, you could do it again. It's fun. Definitely a lot easier than in Metal Gear Solid 2 to do that, for sure. Yeah. But good to see you, Muso Legion, Brendo. Hope to see you again. We'll come back to this tomorrow night if you can come watch me continue on from where we are right now. We just finished where we took out the Ocelot unit. Let's go raid Crazy Cookie. He is playing Demon Souls, which is an amazing game. So let's do a raid, y'all. I'll see if I can do that redirect. Hold on. I got you, Muso Legion, for sure. We'll hope to see you again, Muso Legion, another time. Great to meet you. Can I find? If it'll let me. Not gonna let. No, we have freaking privileges. Whatever. We'll still hate them. Okay. Australia, huh, mate? Sounds good. All right, here we go. Here's the link. We were rating. Hope you have a good rest of y'all's night. Thank you for the support, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow with some more Metal Gear Solid 3. Can't wait to hang out with you guys, and I'll see y'all then. Until next time, this has been your host, Pudge 007. I'll see y'all later. Have a good one, y'all. Don't forget to raid. Adios. Oh, yeah.